It's another edition of the Trading Tips video newsletter, teaching you how to become a successful trader today. This video newsletter is brought to you by TradingTips.com.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of the TradingTips.com video newsletter. In this episode, we're looking at record high percent, a breadth indicator based on high-low index, which we reviewed last week. Without further ado, let's take a look at record high percent. First, a brief overview of high-low index. We evaluated this indicator in the most recent episode of TradingTips.com video newsletter. High-low index examines a particular index or exchange, such as the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the New York Stock Exchange, the S&P 500, or the American Stock Exchange. Once a particular index or exchange is selected, high-low index takes the number of new highs that day among stocks trading in the index and divides them by the total number of new highs and new lows, with new highs and new lows being defined as stocks reaching new 52-week highs or lows. This result is then multiplied by 100. In general, values of greater than 50 are bullish. Record high percent is simply the 10-day moving average of the high-low index. Again, the most basic interpretation of record high percent is that values of greater than 50 are considered bullish, while values of less than 50 are bearish. However, a more useful indicator is when values are consistently above 70 or below 30, with the former signifying a strong uptrend. Here's an example of a chart of the S&P 100, the 100 largest stocks in the S&P 500, and how the record high percent effectively smooths the high-low index line, allowing for more accurate interpretations. Further interpretation. The direction in which record high percent is moving shows when new highs are expanding or contracting, which in turn demonstrates underlying strength or weakness in the index or exchange in question. But you must be wary of the bull-bear bias, which refers to the key level of 50. Even a positive directional move, while still below 50, should not be interpreted bullishly. And thirdly, it is important to remember that record high percent is based on past data, and thus is a lagging indicator. On this slide, we have another example of record high percent, with the key line of 50 in solid blue underneath the chart. Record high percent can be used with StockCharts.com, as shown on this slide. However, getting it to work is a bit tricky. First, enter the index symbol in the symbol box in the upper left. Second, go to Indicators and select Price. Third, enter the symbol for the high-low index in the Parameters box. Fourth, select Above, Below, or Behind for the position of the indicator plot. A moving average can be added by choosing Advanced Options and selecting Overlay. In conclusion, record high percent is an index-specific breadth indicator. It is not a standalone indicator and should be used with other indicators covered in earlier TradingTips.com episodes. It is a lagging indicator, better for confirmation than prediction, and it can be used with StockCharts.com. We hope you've enjoyed this TradingTips.com video newsletter. Good trading.
This Trading Tips video newsletter has been brought to you by Manny Backus's First Hour Trading System. Every day there's money to be made in the first hour of stock trading. This is the world of day trading, not for novices, unless you have a system. The First Hour Trading System. Visit firsthourtrading.com now and sign up for a free 30-day trial. You could make enough in the first hour of your day to take the rest of the day off. View more Trading Tips videos. Visit TradingTips.com. Sign up for our free video newsletters and become a successful trader today.